At JCPenney's Memorial Day sale, sizzling deals are on with store-wide doorbusters all weekend. Or bring home savings up to 50% during our Memorial Day home sale. Save even more with your coupon. And for all former and active military personnel, enjoy an extra 10% off in-store. Just show a valid military or VA ID at checkout. Shopping is back. JCPenney. Coupon valid on select styles through 5/30. Some exclusions apply. Doorbusters valid 5/26 through 5/30 and excluded from coupons. See store or jcp.com for details.
Hi guys, Dr. Drwendydearborne here with another episode of You and the Laws of Attraction. Well guys, welcome. Today is actually Thursday the 5th, I want to say. Thursday the 5th of March 2020. So guys, welcome to the show. My name is Dr. Drwendydearborne and I will be your host for the next 30 to 45 minutes, possibly an hour, maybe not. But we got some information to get through today, and this show is something that I think is really pertinent to people so that they can have a greater understanding sometimes of things that are happening in their life and the things that are happening in their life that are bringing them pain, that are bringing them heartache, that's tearing them apart. It's vitally important that we have, perhaps it's important that we give ourselves permission to look at a situation from a different viewpoint. Or as I say, we use a different viewfinder lens. So we look at what's going on with a different lens. So anyway, guys, the show is actually called today, People Who Hurt You Are Sometimes Messengers from the Universal Creator, sometimes messengers from God, or you put your chosen deity in there. But the people who hurt you are sometimes messengers. And a messenger is somebody who brings you pertinent information that you can choose to use and or not use. So once again, welcome to the show. You are with me, Dr. Drwendydearborne. I'm a choice and clarity expert. I actually assist people with getting clear about what it is that they want so that they can make a choice, and a choice that's made with the knowing that they can have what they want. They can manifest and materialize what they want. Out of nothing comes something. But first you got to choose the something that's in the nothing so that it can come to you. But that's a whole nother track by itself. So, once again, guys, people who hurt you are messengers from, you fill in the blank, God, the universal creator, whatever makes you feel comfortable. Now, you, me, we all have a purpose. All of us have a purpose. All of us. We're not here just because. And one of the things that I spoke on recently was that prior to your incarnation, you and your chosen deity talked about and decided on your purpose. And your purpose is essential to life. And that's all life. This is why one of my all-time favorite movies is It's a Wonderful Life. It's a Wonderful Life. And if you've never ever watched that movie, that's when I suggest film therapy to people. This is something that I tell them, watch It's a Wonderful Life. Your life, no matter what you perceive it to be, has benefit for everybody here on the face of this earth. You matter. You matter. You're not here just because. You're not here just because. To that end, you having a purpose, and that's one of the biggest things, I suppose, is people really figuring out what their purpose is. But you having a purpose is a really funny thing. One of the things that people do, or many people do, is look at others and then they use them, or they use what they see as a yardstick to measure not only their life by, but what they feel they should be doing, what they should be accomplishing, the direction that they should be taking, where they should be for their age, where they should be for their gender, for their race, etc., etc. They use somebody else to measure their life by. Guys, your journey is uniquely yours. And you will hear me say this over and over again. The universal law of space states this, and it's simply this: no two things can occupy the same space at the same time. And this is true of people. It's not just things. You know, a house cannot occupy the same space that a house is built on. And this is true of people. You are here. And nobody else can fill the space that you fill, because you are here. And nobody can do what you are here to do, because you are here. And this, guys, is really true. You are unique, and you're here. Going back to the yardstick, using other people's accomplishments as a yardstick to assess your own can be motivational. It can be even inspirational. And, you know, to be motivated and to be inspired, you have to have those things inside you, and you have to recognize those things. Otherwise, that click won't happen. But that being said, using somebody else's yardstick to assess your life, it can be motivational. It can be inspirational. However, if you're not clear on what you want for yourself, you can actually become derailed. And this is when you start using somebody else's life to measure yours up by. You can become derailed. And guys, that leads to a whole host of things that, you know, disillusionment. And then you start this thing that you're a failure. And then there's this, and you don't know what to do. And then you have the inability to, you know, make decisions in the best interest of self, the whole 9 yards. And it creates disruption in your life. And it will create a disruption in your life primarily because we try to emulate others. We try to fill the space that they are filling. We try to become that space, and you can't become that space because you are here. You are here on purpose for a purpose. So let me just say that again, guys. Let me say that again. And I'm going to put the bell on it. Oh. I didn't have it turned up. So I'm going to put the bell on it. There you go. All right. Okay, guys. Again, you are here for a purpose. You are here on purpose for your purpose. You're not just here randomly. You're not here randomly. Now, it's really important that, as I like to say, you need to stay in your lane. That doesn't mean that you don't, I don't know. It doesn't mean that you don't mix, you don't mingle, you don't take from people things that you need to support you in living the life that you're here to live. What it really does mean, what I mean by that is, guys, don't try to be somebody other than who you are. So let me just get some clarity, actually, for myself, as well as putting it out there for you. Is your purpose boils down to this. You are here to live your life to its fullest. And in doing so, to support others in achieving their goals, their desires, and I suppose more importantly, so that they can fulfill their purpose. Your role is a supportive role. It's not about you doing for others, but supporting them in doing for themselves. Now, I know this may sound a little convoluted, but the reality is it's simply complex. That's the reality. And again, it may sound convoluted. You see, when you are doing what you are here to do, and guys, if you don't know what your purpose is, let's just start with authenticity.
At JCPenney's Memorial Day sale, sizzling deals are on, with store-wide doorbusters all weekend. Or bring home savings up to 50% during our Memorial Day home sale. Save even more with your coupon. And for all former and active military personnel, enjoy an extra 10% off in-store. Just show a valid military or VA ID at checkout. Shopping is back. JCPenney. Coupon valid on select styles through 5/30. Some exclusions apply. Doorbusters valid 5/26 through 5/30 and excluded from coupons. See store or jcp.com for details.
Let's just start with you being a truthful person, showing up in what you believe is your truth. Not what you've been told, not what you think you should do, none of that. If you don't know what your purpose is, let's just start with truth. So if you show up and you are showing up in your truth, then guys, the people around you have just been given permission to show up in their truth too. And by doing that, you support them in their ability to make a choice in the best interest of self. Now, people come into your life for a reason. And I know you've heard that, people come into your life for a reason. They come into your life for a season. And that season is a reason. Some people are here to stay for the duration of your life. Some people flit in and some people flit out. Some people are there until the end of time. Some people are there for an eternity. But whatever it is, people do come into your life for a reason. And it's the same way that you have entered into theirs. Your life isn't just a one-way street. Your life isn't just a one-way street. If somebody has entered into your life, you have entered into theirs. And once again, it's not a random occurrence, as many people would have you believe. I don't believe in random things. I don't believe in random things. And just so we're on the same page, as far as I'm concerned, nothing happens randomly in your life. Your life unfolds based on the choices, or, if you will, the actions that you make and or take. Now, whether these choices are made consciously or unconsciously, freely or under duress, however the choice is made, it really doesn't matter, because the choice has been made by you. This is why I'm so hot on people understanding the ability to consciously make choices in the best interest of self and not to be dragged along by their emotions. Many people make choices based on their emotions, and it's like, guys, your emotions are mercurial. What had you really pissed off yesterday will have you rolling with laughter today. And vice versa. That's not a good way to make a choice. Your choices should be based upon what it is that you are wanting, the final outcome. What is it, the ultimate thing that you want to experience? And that is where you make your choices from. So, again, nothing happens randomly. Any choice made by you, whether you do this consciously or unconsciously, the outcome is yours. You own it lock, stock and barrel. You own it 100%. You see, guys, with every action, every choice you make comes a reaction, or if you will, a consequence. And you are subject to that consequence based on the fact that you made a choice, consciously or unconsciously. And the irony here is the reaction to an action or the consequence to a choice is something you have no control over. You don't have any control over that. You do not have any control over that. Look, let me just put the bell on that one, because guys, listen up. You have no control over how people, places, and things will react to your choice, to the choices that you've made. Because if we did, most of us wouldn't be experiencing the things that we are experiencing in life because we could control it all. And we can't. The only person you can control is you. Now, everyone who touches your life, whether it's, on the peripheral or the outside, or whether at a core level, again, it's for a reason. The reaction or consequence that you have to them touching your life, whether it be at the central core or on the peripheral of your life, is a choice that you have made. And as a result, there is a consequence to that choice. Now, sometimes the reason for the interaction is blatant, and you can really see what it's for. Other times it's so subtle, you just see it as just another thing, or just something that's not even worthy of your attention. Sometimes it will be or won't be until you are making your transition, or you are or have made your transition, that you will actually see the relevance that this person brought to your life, and or the potential wisdom and knowledge that this person had to impart to you. But once again, guys, hear me clearly. Everything happens in your life is worthy of attention, because everything that happens as a result of you doing X, Y, Z, as a result of you making a choice, consciously or unconsciously, is telling you something. And that's bottom line. People come into your life, whether directly or indirectly, and they come into your life bearing messages from the universal creator. Bearing messages from the universal creator, guys. And these messages, they provide you with information that will support you in the pursuit of your life's purpose and the ability to fulfill it with excellence. So guys, let me just, I'm going to ring the bell on that one too. Look, guys, the people who come into your life, they come into your life based on the choices that you've made. We've already established that. And whether it is directly or indirectly, whether they are the central core or on the peripheral of your life, they come bearing messages from the Creator. And these messages provide you with information that will support you. They provide you with knowledge. And knowledge, when you take action, is power. Knowledge with no action is just knowledge. It's nothing. But they provide you with information and knowledge that will support you in the pursuit of your life's purpose and fulfilling it with excellence. You know, guys, somewhere along the line, we've lost the plot. We've come to believe that if an interaction doesn't leave us feeling warm and fuzzy, or warm with this, fuzzy afterglow, then it's all wrong. If an interaction that we have caused via our choice, consciously or unconsciously, doesn't leave us the way that we feel that we should be left, then it's wrong. And that really speaks to what I said earlier of you don't have any control over how people react. You don't have any control over the consequence or how you're going to feel about that consequence. Ask a kid or give yourself a flashback to when you did something that you shouldn't have done, and the consequence was your mama wasn't too pleased. And she expressed her displeasure in you name it. Consequence. Guys, again, we've lost the plot. Somewhere along the line, we lost the plot. And while I do acknowledge that, things happen and you feel hurt, you feel angry, you feel, all the things that you feel. The name of the game is that just because it doesn't leave you with that warm and fuzzy afterglow, it's wrong. That's your emotions talking to you. That's your emotions. And what was wrong yesterday has no impact on you today. Guys, look. We don't know all the ways or the means that the universe, the universal creator, God, or whomever your chosen deity is, we don't know all the ways that the universal creator will use to support us to get to our destined purpose. What we do know is that it will be by any means necessary. We do know that the universal creator, known to me as God, or whomever your chosen deity is, will move or use people, places, and things for this purpose. And it will be used in ways that boggle the mind. You see, guys, look. You may feel a certain way about somebody. And you may dislike them with a passion that borders on hatred. And what you don't understand or what you don't realize is that you having this intense emotion about somebody actually draws it to you, because this becomes a thing within your heart. This becomes a desire. Hatred is a desire, and it becomes a desirous of you to hate within your heart. And as a result of that, the promise given through, I don't care what religion you subscribe to or what spiritual belief you adhere to, the thing that you truly believe is the thing that you will manifest. And as a result of that, you will be placed in situations where people, places, and things send that vibe right back to you. That vibe is sent right back to you, which is why I say, God will move people, places, and things for the purpose of you coming into your own and knowing what you are to fulfill, based on the fact that prior to your incarnation, prior to your birth, prior to you coming here, prior to you being born, you and your chosen deity decided upon your purpose, and your purpose is something that we all need. Everybody. You're not here randomly. You are here on purpose, for a purpose. Don't get it twisted. The universal creator will use people, places, and things for this purpose in ways that boggle your mind. Human nature, or humans by nature, we tend to lean, humans by nature, we tend to lean. Yeah, we do that too. In humans by nature, we tend to learn and grow from experiences that create hardship, difficulty, heartbreak, pain, anger, resentment, and all the, abandonment, all these things that all of us have experienced at some time. Okay? We grow from these things that incidentally are both emotional and physical. And it's true, and it really is true, that these things also, these things that we experience, they actually help the soul to grow. And they really do. And guys, I would be really remiss to say that it is also true that we grow, we learn to grow also from joy, happiness, peace, tranquility, love, all that warm and fuzzy stuff, all the things that make you feel good. But by far, human nature, we tend to remember more often than not the things that are painful. Those are the experiences that we remember the most. And those appear to be the experiences that propel us forward. And I say propel us forward, invariably they catapult us forward. But that isn't to say, I'd be remiss if I didn't say this, it isn't to say that joy, happiness, love, peace, tranquility, serenity, and all those, as I said, all that warm and fuzzy stuff, it isn't to say that that doesn't catapult us forward too. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Many of your life's experiences, and I'll phrase it this way, both good and bad, have left a true indelible print on your soul. It's left its mark within you. And it's changed you, actually. However, this mark contributes to your growth. You see, that indelible print, that mark that's printed on your soul based on the experience that you have had has caused your soul to stretch and or evolve. I call it soul stretch. And what happens here is a fundamental change takes place in your ability to make choices and your thinking and all of this stuff. So when you go through this process of growth by stretching, growth by hurt, or growth by joy, but I'm going to focus on the being hurt. When people hurt you, and they hurt you to a core level, to a DNA level, to a spiritual DNA level, a fundamental change takes place in your thinking and your choice-making process. And I just wanted to say something here, guys. I just wanted to point something out here. All right? Listen up, guys. Human emotion is different to spiritual feeling. Okay? Human emotions are mercurial. Feelings are something upon which your life is built. You know, what may leave you feeling broken and drowning in tears, the universal creator, your chosen deity, views it as something for you to triumph over. Something that will allow your spirit to grow. Something that will allow your soul to stretch. Something that will allow you to understand your purpose and what it is that you are here to do. It will allow you to shine. It will allow your life to shine. So once again, what may leave you feeling broken and drowning in your own tears, your deity views this as something for you to choose to triumph over. It's all about choice. Because again, in all things, the universal creator known to me as God never ever forces you to do anything that you don't want to do. Life is about choice. You see, you have to speak for you, which is why you get to choose in life. If you didn't, you wouldn't be accountable for anything. You wouldn't be responsible for anything. But you are fully accountable for your life. You take 100% ownership of your life. And you are totally and utterly responsible for your life. Nobody else is. All things experienced in your life add benefit. The good, the bad, the ugly, the heinous, the joyful, the whatever it is. All things experienced in your life add benefit to and for your life. The sum total of that is it's about choosing to see it that way. And in many ways, as hard or bizarre as it may seem, people who have brought you the most pain have also given you the greatest gift in this life. Hear me, guys. People who have brought you the most pain have also given you the greatest gift in life. The gift presented to you by the person who has hurt you gives you multiple opportunities or multiple streams for growth, for spiritual growth, and for stepping into your own purpose consciously. And that's huge. That's huge. Once again, guys, nothing is random. And there's this saying out there that when a situation or somebody has done something to you so hurtful, it brings you to your knees, remember to pray when you're down there. And you know, guys, this saying always makes me laugh because currently, and it's been there for, I don't know, a couple of years, because currently in my living room, I have a whiteboard on an easel. And on that whiteboard, I have written the steps down for the art of praying. The art of praying, and I know this show isn't about this. It's not about being able to pray. It's not about the art of prayer. But the art of praying is something that people need to understand. And I know that that's a totally different podcast. And I've actually done a podcast on this already. You should be able to find it in my replays, past episodes. But that being said, the art of praying is about you being able to say thank you. Thank you for what you've asked for, knowing that you have received it before it's come into manifestation. The art of praying isn't about a conversation that you have with God, the universal creator, the field of potentiality, or whomever your chosen deity is. Prayer and conversation are two totally different things. So with that saying, when a situation or person has done something to hurt you, etc., and it brings you to your knees, remember to pray down there. Really, when a situation brings you to your knees, what you need to do is start out by recalibrating. So the people who hurt you, when I say that they are messengers from God, I truly do mean this. And so you start out, because I'm not saying don't feel the pain. Nowhere on any of the shows that I have done you will ever hear me say, that you must pretend that you don't feel pain. Feel every ounce of it. Feel every ounce of it. And if it makes you feel good, milk it for what it's worth. Milk it for what it's worth. But then, guys, after a point in time, there can be no more tears. The tears will dry up. That's the universal law of balance, or the universal law of polarity. There are several laws that you can apply here. Each has a subtle difference, but eventually the tears will dry up. And in order to stay angry, in order to remain hurt, in order for all the, I'm going to say, perceived negativity to still be fluctuating in your life, you have to choose to view it that way. You have to say, well, yeah, she hurt me. And what did she do? Yeah, I remember when she did this, or I remember when he did this. And you start out again. You start rehashing. But what I'm saying is, guys, once you have processed the situation that has brought you down, that has hurt you to your core, start out by recalibrating. So what do I mean by this? Number one, consciously acknowledge your hurt, your pain, your anger, your pissed offness, the desire for revenge, the whole nine. Consciously acknowledge it. Consciously. Yeah, I feel this way. Yes, I do. And I feel this way because XYZ. Then inhale and excuse me, guys. Then consciously inhale and exhale. And ask yourself, and I mean literally, okay, so this has happened. This person did this. How do I want to react to this? You see, when you start doing this, you start exercising your ability to choose in the best interest of self how you show up in life. It teaches you how to...
At JCPenney's Memorial Day sale, sizzling deals are on with store-wide doorbusters all weekend. Or bring home savings up to 50% during our Memorial Day home sale. Save even more with your coupon. And for all former and active military personnel, enjoy an extra 10% off in-store. Just show a valid military or VA ID at checkout. Shopping is back. JCPenney. Coupon valid on select styles through 5/30. Some exclusions apply. Doorbusters valid 5/26 through 5/30 and excluded from coupons. See store or jcp.com for details.
Recognize that you are in total ownership of everything that you do and that you own the outcome. When you ask yourself, how do I really want to react to this? Do I want to come off the wall? And it doesn't mean that, that spontaneously coming off the wall won't happen. You might decide, yeah, I'm coming off the wall on this one, and wow, there you go. Okay? But take that moment, and I literally mean this, guys. Consciously inhale and exhale and ask yourself, how do I want to react to this? You need to also ask yourself, number 3, what is this really about? Because obviously it's about you. What is this really about? What is this really about? This thing that happened, it's like, oh my God, why? What is this about? WTF? Really? Really? You did this, really? But then ask yourself, what is this about? Then ask yourself, what has this situation shown me about me? Even if it is, I can implement some of this stuff that I'm hearing today on you and the laws of attraction. Even if it is, I get that I'm in control of how I choose to respond for the most part. Ask yourself too, what is this situation telling me about me? What am I telling me about myself? That I don't want to be treated this way? That really and truly, I couldn't give a toss what they do. When I really think about it, I couldn't give a toss what they do. And the situation has shown me that I don't care. You need to also ask yourself, what is it that I must learn? What is it that I must learn from this experience? Even if it is never to put yourself in the crosshairs again where you will experience this thing. And then while you're down there, being laid out flat or on your knees, guys, I'm telling you, say thank you. Say thank you. Because this situation has shown you something. It has brought to you multiple streams of opportunities for growth and stepping into your purpose. And when you step into your purpose, guys, I'm also talking about your ability to manifest and achieve what it is that you want to manifest and achieve in this life. So say thank you. Because within any situation, guys, and no matter how heinous, no matter how cruel, no matter how wrong, no matter what it is, within every situation, there is a golden nugget that will support you in moving forward in your evolution. And when you move forward, that means I get to move forward too. I want you also to understand, because many people think that by recalibrating, if you will, and asking the questions, what is this situation, telling me? What is it showing me? What must I learn? And of course, by saying thank you. Many people think that I am saying you must condone the behavior. Hell no. Like, hell no. This isn't about condoning bad behavior. Bad behavior is bad behavior. What this is about is how you choose to respond to that behavior. What this is about is how you choose to react to that behavior. What this is about is how you choose to take that situation as a source of empowerment for self. And you can do that. You hear it every day. Or if you watch some of these documentaries every day. Some of the things that have happened to people. I had been watching this program, and this was maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, or maybe about 4 years ago. And it was about people who had survived against all odds. And for some of them, it was, I'm not going to give you the pleasure of killing me. I refuse to die. For people who've been trapped and stranded, hey, I'm not going out like this. I'm not dying like this. I've got life to live. So guys, it's all about how you choose to respond. The people who hurt you or bring hurt to your life are bringing you messages from your chosen deity. These messages show up so that you can make the choice to make personal change. It's as simple as that. It doesn't make it easier to deal with somebody's crap. But with knowledge comes wisdom. And with wisdom, you can make the choice to take action. And that action is to make choices in the best interest of self. So guys, once again, God doesn't always see it, or the universal creator doesn't always see it the way that we do. And as I said a little while ago, Things that may leave us feeling broken. I mean, heartbroken, broken down, tore down. Things that may leave us tore down, tore up from the floor up, drowning in our own tears and our misery, depression, the desire not to be here anymore. The Creator views, the Creator, your chosen deity, views as something for you to triumph over. Because in the triumph, you will find that the spirit will grow. And that as your spirit grows, you excel in your purpose, and you excel with excellence in your purpose. And when your light shines, when your life shines, you give me permission to allow my life to shine too. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of You and the Laws of Attraction. My name is Dr. Drwendydearborne, and we've been talking today about people who hurt you are messengers from God. Guys, until next time. Peace.
At JCPenney's Memorial Day sale, sizzling deals are on, with store-wide doorbusters all weekend. Or bring home savings up to 50% during our Memorial Day home sale. Save even more with your coupon. And for all former and active military personnel, enjoy an extra 10% off in-store. Just show a valid military or VA ID at checkout. Shopping is back. JCPenney. Coupon valid on select styles through 5/30. Some exclusions apply. Doorbusters valid 5/26 through 5/30 and excluded from coupons. See store or jcp.com for details.